anyone would like to do a bhajan? Okay, shall we proceed? Krishna. We'll start with Badri Narayana, thinking of Lord Badri Narayana, a song, and then we'll proceed. ನಿನ್ನ ಸೇವೆಯ ನಿತ್ತು ಎನಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದಯುಗ ಭಕ್ತಿ ನೀಡಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಸೇವೆಯ ನಿತ್ತು ಎನಗೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ I think it's almost resembling our Tamil and Telugu also and also Hindi. Ninna seveya nittu, having his seva to be given to us. Ninna pada yuga bhakti needi, because our ultimate goal is to have his ultimate bhakti. Ninna seveya nittu enage, ninna pada yuga bhakti needi. ನಿನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಣ ಸ್ಥವನ ಮಾಡುವ ಜ್ಞಾನ ನೀನಿತ್ತು ಎನ್ನ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನೇ ನಿಂತು ಘನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯವ ಮಾಡಿಸೋ ಧನ್ಯನೆಂದೆನಿಸೆನ್ನ ಲೋಕದೇ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ ಧನ್ಯನೆಂದೆನಿಸೆನ್ನ ಲೋಕದೇ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ ಮದವೋ ಮತ್ಸರ ಲೋಭ ಮೋಹವೋ ಒದಗಬಾರದು ಎನ್ನ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದುಮನಾಭನೇ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಕ್ತಿ ವಿರಕ್ತಿ ನೀನಿತ್ತು ಹೃದಯ ಮಧ್ಯದಿ ನಿನ್ನ ರೂಪವೋ ವದನದಲ್ಲಿ ತವ ನಾಮ ಮಂತ್ರವೋ ಸದಯ ಪಾಲಿಸೋ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಂಬೆನೋ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ ಸದಯ ಪಾಲಿಸೋ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಂಬೆನೋ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ ಕರುಣಾ ಸಾಗರ ನೀನೆ ನಿಜ ಪದ ಶರಣ ವತ್ಸಲ ನೀನೆ ಶಾಶ್ವತ ಶರಣ ಜನ ಮಂದಾರ ಕರುಣಾಕಾಂತ ಜಯವಂತ ನಿರುತ ನಿನ್ನನು ಸ್ತುತಿಸಿ ಪಾಡುವೆ ವರದ ಗುರು ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ ವಿಠಲ ಪರಮ ಪ್ರೇಮದಿ ಪೊರೆಯೋ ಎನ್ನನೋ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ ಪರಮ ಪ್ರೇಮದಿ ಪೊರೆಯೋ ಎನ್ನನೋ ಶೇಷಗಿರಿವಾಸ. Finally they are saying ಪರಮ ಪ್ರೇಮದಿ ಪೊರೆಯೋ ಎನ್ನನು, with closest love, please protect us, keep us bhakti, because I am going to narrate an incident how he protects, and he protects a kid of around 8 to 10 years in Badri Narayana. Okay? So that is how devotees have such a deep love and affection towards the Lord's way. ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದರಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದರಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಸಾಸಿರ ಮಹಿಮನೆ ದೋಷರಹಿತ ಸುರ ಭೂಸುರ ಪರಿಫಲ ಶಾಶ್ವತ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದರಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಸತ್ಯವತಿ ವರಸೋನೋ ಭವತಿ ಮಿರಭಾನೋ ಸತ್ಯವರ್ಗದ ಸುರಧಿನೋ ನೀನೋ ಸ್ತುತಿ ಪ್ರೇರಣೋ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿನ್ನಂಗ್ರಿಯರೇಣೋ ಉತ್ತಮಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸುತ್ತಿರಲತಿಗಲು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸುಖಕರ ಸುತ್ತುವ ಸುಳಿಯಿನ್ ಎತ್ತಿ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಇಡು ಎತ್ತ ನೋಡಲು ವ್ಯಾಪೃತ ಸದಾಗಮ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದರಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಲೋಕವಿಲಕ್ಷಣ ಋಷಿ ಗುಣವಾದಿರಾಜಿ ವೈಕುಂಠ ನಗರ ನಿವಾಸಿ ನಾಕಾಯಿಗಳ ಕುಲಕ್ಲೇಶಿ ಚಿತ್ರ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಬೇಕೆಂದು ಬದಿಪೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ನಾಕಾಯಿಗಳ ಕುಲಕ್ಲೇಶಿ ಚಿತ್ರ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಬೇಕೆಂದು ಬದಿಪೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಶೋಕೆ ಮಾಡುವುದಾಗಿ ಕಪರಿಯಿಂದ ಆ ಕುರುವಂಶವ ತರಕರಿಸಿದೆ ಭೂಕಾಂತರ ನುಡಿ ಸಕಾರ ದೇವ ಕೃಪಾಕರ ಮುನಿ ದಿವಾಕರ ಭಾಸ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದಲಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಭಜಿಸಿದವರ ಮನೋಭೀಷ್ಟ ವಾಸಿಷ್ಠ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಿಯುತ ಎನ್ನಯ ಅರಿಷ್ಠ ಪರಿಹರಿಸುವುದು ಕಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ಉತ್ಕೃಷ್ಟ ಮೆರವ ಉನ್ನತ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ನರಗಂಧರ್ವರ ಕರಕಮಲಗಳಿಂದ ವರ ಪೂಜೆ ಕುಂಭ ಹಿರಿಯರ ಸನೆ ನಮ ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠಲ ಪರಾಶರ ಸುತ ಬಲು ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಬುದೆ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದಲಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಸುರವರ ಉರಗ ಪುನರ ಗಂಧರ್ವರ ಕರಕಮಲರ ನಿರವರ ಪೂಜೆ ಕುಂಭ ಹಿರಿಯರ ಸನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠಲ ಪರಾಶರ ಸುತ ಬಲು ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಬುದೆ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದಲಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಸಾಸಿರ ಮಹಿಮನ ದೋಷ ರಹಿತ ಸುರ ಭೋಸುರ ಪರಿಮಳ ಶಾಶ್ವತ ವೇದ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಬದಲಿ ನಿವಾಸ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ ಎನ್ನಯ ಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶನ ಗೈಸೋ ಮೌನಿಷ बोलो जय बदरी विशाल की जय. I think most of you would have been gone to Bhajane. Okay. So if at all you have to make sure that you have to make at least one trip to have a darshan of Bhajane. There is Rayar Math. He is also there in Bhajane as well. So this time during the Madhyaradhana, we were there in Bhadrinath by his grace, and we were there in the Rayara temple also for prasadam. So, just to give a small incident that has happened in Bhadrinath around 15 years back, very recently in our time itself. You all know that, most of you would have known, 6 months Bhadrinath will be open and the remaining 6 months it will be closed. So, what they do is, they will close the temple in the top Bhadrinath and they bring the god to Joshimath down there. Because there are a couple of reasons. One is it will be severe cold, the roads will all get blocked, the people cannot travel. So there are a lot of reasons. There is a reason they will close the temple and they will come back down to Joshimath. And then during the Akshaya Tritiya, so every year during the Akshaya Tritiya time, they will open the Bhadrinath for the next 6 months. So one time, once they close, they will not open. They will never open it. Okay, so it will be open after 6 months. So when they close, they do a couple of important activities. They have a deepam, so big deepam. Even when you go to Bhadrinath, you can see the big deepam, which will be on. It will be lighting on for 24 hours for 365 days. So the oil will be given to a specific group of people who stays in the arena. Okay, there is a lineage of people. They prepare manually, like without any machines. They prepare the oil and they give it to the temple. So Ravalji, who is responsible, the Kerala Ravalji, so he will be doing the puja. So that particular day, when they were able to close, it was normally at the time, the day it will be closed, the day it will be open, it will be terrible rush. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are there having the darshan. So one of the family is having a kid of about maybe 4. It is 8 months. 8 months. This is what the Ravalji from the temple itself, they narrated the incident, and also there are a couple of people who told the same. 8 months baby. So they have come in a big tempo traveler, TT. So around 8 to 10 people, the 2 group of people. So there are 16 people. So this small baby is being given hand to hand. So they think that it is there with the other person thinks that it is there with the other person. So it is all with full confusion. They had a wonderful darshan, this particular group of devotees, and they came out. So because of the severe rush, they had a communication by somehow. So they were there till the end. So the temple was closed and they went back. So there were 16 group of people and so rushed, so unimaginable. So everything was being done and they traveled back. So the same day when they closed, then the same day and the next subsequent day they all come down. Okay, from Badrinath they will come down to Haridwar or Joshimath, come back to Delhi. So when they were traveling, so this particular 2 tempo traveler group of people, they also came back. So they came back, they packed and they got into the tempo and they came to Joshimath. Okay. So what happened, these 2 tempo traveler group of devotees, this group, tempo traveler 1 thinks that the baby is in tempo traveler 2, and tempo traveler 2 people think that the baby is in tempo traveler 1. So they don't know what, so they think that the kid will be there, sleeping somewhere. So they come to Joshimath, they meet because of the severe version, and also there are timings, okay. So if they open in the afternoon, they don't open till evening. So because it is one way from Pandukeshwar, from Joshimath to Badrinath, it is only one way. So when the vehicle comes on the other way for 3 hours, the opposite direction, the vehicles will not pass. It is very narrow, and if you see, it is really horrible and a scary path from Joshimath to Badrinath. They come to Joshimath, there is Narasimha temple. So they come and they say, okay, baby is with you. They say, the baby is with you. They were totally confused and they were very surprised. Baby was not there, as simple. So they didn't know what to do. Immediately they called to Badrinath, to Ravalji, saying that we are missing the baby and we don't know where it is. So they flashed the news in Badrinath, there is no way. And then finally the temple is closed and the baby is inside the temple. Baby is inside the temple. Imagine the parents. Imagine the parents. We are nowhere to them, but imagine the parents, how it would be. So they don't know what to do. Now Ravalji says, once the temple is closed, they cannot open it. Okay? And 6 months, they don't know what to do. And they told, you leave it to Lord. Okay? It is a 8 months, 10 months baby, and you have to leave it to Lord. Because there is a saying that for the next 6 months, Narada Maharshi will come every day. Okay? He lights the lamp, do the puja, and then he goes back. So that's why no one will stay, and there is no one there to open the door also. It is already the next day. When it is already dark in the evening and they were there till the next day, they can hear the small voice of the baby inside the temple and they are not able to open the door. They go. Ravalji gave the assurance. At that time there were 2 Ravaljis before what he is now. So they change. The Ravaljis in the temple will change. So you don't believe, they didn't open the door. For 6 months they didn't open the door. Akshaya Tritiya day, they opened the door and the kid is there, alive, and it is happy, smiling at the parents. It is 8 months, 9 months baby. You don't believe, because that is what, and they say that baby is fully hale, healthy, it is smiling, and as soon as they open, because the parents are so depressed, there are three doors to get inside the temple. Okay, one is the main door to enter into the prakara, and there is another door where there is a garbhagudi. There is to enter into garbhagudi, another two doors are there. So the kid is there in the first, not in first prakara, second prakara. So that is almost inside the door. After that, there are two prakaras to enter into the shrine, the entire sanctum. So the kid is so healthy, and it is lawful. So that is where what I was telling is, this is the power of the law. The people who have experienced, and it is not, it was happened around 200 years back, 300 years, no, it is just 15 years back. And there are people who have experienced it. So now there is no answer for his grace. The people who have hold his leg, hold his feet so hard, he will never ever live. So coming back to our Rayaru. So the same day when we were there in Badrinath, 1 week before, in the temple is very, very small temple. It is almost the size of this, not even half the place of this. The Raghavendra Swami temple in Bhajane is very, very small. Okay. But it is been controlled by Mantralayam. Okay, Mantralayam. But it so happened that the people, the pujaris, because 6 months it is closed and the devotees are not very much there in the temple, no one is there to do the proper puja. So there is one sadhu who be there in the Raghavendra Math 365 days in the year. So these people, they will have only Ganga water for the 6 months, and whatever small little grains, whatever they will have it, and the remaining 6 months, whatever devotees they give, they will have it, and they will be doing only Bhagavata Manana and Bharata Manana, and they will be reading it. So they will be having their own sort of accomplishments. Okay. So when we went there, so I was being told that no, the Raghavendra temple is closed. So there is an Aradhana day, Purva Aradhana, the first day, they told it will be closed. So I was really feeling very bad. Oh, Raghavendra temple in Badrinath, where Rayaru is there as a Nitya Sannidhana, it is being closed. How can I accept this? So, but even on Madhya Aradhana, we made sure that no, we will go to the temple, because it's very near. It is walkable distance from the main shrine of Badrinath. You have to make sure that you go to Raghavendra temple also there. It's a small temple, and you see one Swamiji who will be there for 365 days. He's from North India. So we went there, and it was open. So we were very happy. So Madhya Aradhana day, it is open, so we are all very happy. So we told that we will be here and we will take the prasadam. So this sadhu was a little bit worried, because he says he was worried, and he was also felt very happy, because 1 week back, the people who are supposed to be there doing the Aradhana, they didn't turn out. So they told that they are going to Delhi, and they never turned back. And the next 1 week back, so 7 days back. So 5 days before, there is a dream for a person there in Delhi saying that my Aradhana, I don't want to stop our Aradhana and Moolarama Puja here in Badrinath. There is no grains, there is no dal, there is nothing over there. Please send some items to Badrinath temple. He gets the dream 5 days back, and the day we went, just a day before, they got all 3 kgs packet over there and said, so I was just wondering, and the sadhu says, I was just wondering who will come? Who will come to have the prasadam? Okay? Because there is no one who is going to come to the small temple. Okay? And there is, to cook the prasadam for the Raya, there is nothing. And see, the Madhyaradhana day, exactly we were all there, about 5-8 people. He was so happy, saying that, see, the Rayaru's chitta, where a person has to get the prasadam, at what particular point of time, it is all being planned. For you all to come to this particular grand occasion, it is not by accident, I tell you. It is not at all by accident. It is the great punya that your parents have done, and also the great punyas that you yourself, the Jivi, has done in not only in this Janma, it need not be in this Janma, in the previous Janma also. Otherwise, no one will get the taste. The two to come on a Saturday, where the weekend, to have this, spending 3-4 hours in front of the Lord, no, it is not possible. Durlabhyam Manusham Janma. To get the Manusha Janma itself is Durlabha, and that too to have his darshan, to have his knowledge is very, very Durlabha. He, and the other experience that we had while coming down is the following. That is the last 21st of the month, the previous month, 21st. We finished the darshan and we were coming back. Every single sense organ of the human being is being controlled by the Lord is so much clear, which I experienced. Yeah, maybe you would also have experienced that. Because GV, what we say is GV is a size of the hair of, if you take a hair of the horse, the last end, the hair, and then if you cut into pieces, 1,000 pieces, and then one pieces if you take and cut into 100 pieces, what is the size of the hair that you get will be the size of the jiva in this particular body. Okay? Imagine this body, this GV is able to carry this 70 kgs of body weight. Never, it is not at all possible. If you just think back and you see, it is just not possible that the GV is going to carry your 70, 80, 50 kgs of body. No, it is not possible. Then how it is possible? Every indriyas, God gets into every indriyas and He makes the hand to rise up, mouth to speak, eye to see, ears to hear. So every single thing He does. So how do I know? We got an experience, I tell you. While we coming back, okay, while we are all, with our family, we are coming back from Badrinath. On the way, it was after Joshi Mat, we had to do a halt in the night. We did a halt, and the next day morning, I got up around early in the morning, around 4 o'clock. We did the puja, and it was over by 7:30. Okay. So this is the time. I complete the puja. I packed up everything. Okay, and I came to the other room. In the room where my mother was there, we did the puja. In the other room, the kids and everyone, my wife and everyone was there. I came to change the dress. So I was wearing my dress, trousers. I just bent it down. Okay, I just bent down and I was wearing my dress, and I got a scene, the cough. That's all. I just got a cough and I was being, literally I have to say, I was paralyzed. From here down, I don't have any, I don't know whether I would have been there in a temple. Now, hale, healthy, walking across, I would have not been there. I smashed down like that, literally. My wife was there, my 2 kids were there. I told, why, what happened, Appa? I cannot get up. From here to down, nothing is working. I cannot move. I was never a person like that. I was never a person. You can see, I was always like in 100 kilometers per hour speed. I cannot sit down. And I was slashed down. Okay? I was not, and they were trying to lift, and it is in between a sofa and a cot. And I slashed down, and I cannot get up. I don't have any strength. I can talk, and I'm saying, I'm not able to get up. And she's crying, she is about to cry, and my mother comes running. They are trying to lift. I'm saying, don't lift. I cannot, because it is severe. I don't know what has happened down below. Okay, it is just a cough. It took almost 30 minutes. I told Raya this, because I just completed the Raya Aradhana. I thought, okay, Raya Aradhana, 8th year Raya Aradhana in Geneva, is the standstill, is a question mark. And whenever I go to temple, I cannot live without doing bhajans, without doing dances. I told nothing is possible. What is this? This is it. This is it. This is the entire stop of our history. Just about half a day it took to regain this strength. I don't know how. We got some some massage and this, to came back to this for half a day, you see the body structure, how much we are in control of with our own body is absolute big zero. It's absolute big. This is what I wanted to tell you. Because dedicating time to him, for every single minute that you put, he gives in multiples. He will never ever take your time devoted to him. No, absolute. This is our own experience that I'm telling you. And then my question is why? Why it happened? Okay. Then after half a day, I got it regained. But why? What is the reason? Okay. Now when we get into the details, this is the answer. The reason is, point number one is, every jiva, okay, he is having something called as prarabdha karma. That one, whoever he is, even aparoksha jnanis, like Ryan, he is Shankukarna. Shankukarna is a great devotee of the Lord, bringing flowers to Brahmadevaru to doing the puja. So once he was getting the puja for the flower, because of his prarabdha karma, he got lost into the imagination of the Lord, and it was being delayed to get the flower for the Lord to Brahma to do the puja of the Lord. Then Brahma said, why you got it delayed? Get a birth on the earth as in the monster, in the Rakshasa dynasty. That is how he came as Prahlada. Then he says, Shankukarna, what is this? I was totally lost in the thinking of the Lord and God delayed. Please forgive me. But this is ultimatum goal is to do uddhara of all of us. But then he says, even though if you are there in the monsters, demons family, you will be godly person. That's how Prahlada came up. So in the Hiranyakashipu's families, even though if he comes as a Prahlada, who is the avatara of Rayana. So why Shankukarna came is because of his prarabdha karma. Even the aparoksha jnanis, if they are, then also this prarabdha karma you have to. So you should never feel bad if at all if you have some problems in life, if you are facing some difficulties in health, some personal problems in your family, some problems with your own kids or your career, you should never feel, because this is our own problem which is not being driven by anybody else. So the answer is, this jivi has some prarabdha karmas. Morning you do the puja and then the next moment you are being paralyzed. What is this? You will go and scold Lord Srinivasa. What is this, Srinivasa? What you are doing? Even the Tattvabhimani devatas who are responsible, who are staying in, on the foot, on the leg, driving our body, they will also get confused, it seems. How it works inside. Just to give a small narration as given by our Gopal Dasara, Vijay Dasara, Rayara and all. This jivi, inside the Hridaya, there is a Bhagavanta called Agresha Namaka Paramatma. Okay? So this Agresha Namaka Paramatma is there in the lotus. There is an eight lotus petal, 8 petal lotus in Hridaya, and in this Agresha Namaka Paramatma will be there, who will be giving instructions to all the Tattvabhimana devatas. Okay, you go and talk like this, you go and speak like this, you go and listen like this, you go walk to this direction. So when he is giving continuous instruction, he says, okay, he has come back, okay, attack his leg. So don't activate anything on the leg. So they will just go and activate, and then they themselves will confuse and they'll go back to Agresha Namaka Paramatma. Paramatma, what is this Paramatma? He just did your puja and you came back and you are asking him to break his leg. What is the reason? Then he will say, see, this is his prarabdha karma. This is what he has done. This is what is papa karma. He has to suffer. And then, okay, Lord, this is true. So this is way beyond our imagination, but even the Tattvabhimani devatas, they themselves will not be knowing his ultimatum power. So the whole reason why I am telling this is your dedication, your